Well, hello and welcome to Stop Let's Team Up. I'm Ross Aiken and I'm here with Kirby to do our 4 for 4 episode 18. Say hi, Kirby.
Hi, Kirby.
I've
I've
been
been
waiting
waiting to
for
do that for years.
God. I'm surprised it took this long. Um, so we'll be covering issues 65, 66, and 67 and Annual 5, the introduction of the Psycho Man. And we haven't done one in a little bit. It's fun. It was nice. I always like jumping in. I've got a lot of thoughts on what's going on in these pages. And I think me and Kirby will want to discuss the fact that Stanley probably slept in the guest room for most of his marriage because his sexist writing is it's getting to the point where this should be done.
Yeah.
So, but we'll talk
It,
about that.
it,
Um, but we got a little Cree and we got some Cree mythology being built, which I'm enjoying a great deal. Because and one, I mean, I would think these three continue from the last one where they met the Sentry.
hmm
But the story after the annual is another Ben go crazy or
Oh, well, I
aggro.
don't. That'll
Yeah,
be
it looks.
interesting to
I'm just
see.
looked at the covers. I'm going, don't remember this one, but is this another Ben gets pissy and goes stomping off?
Oh, jeez.
Um, and then them having to chase him down because he's in a rage. But this is some good stuff. I'm enjoying this, but I think there's some things we have to talk about. So why don't we get started?
It's clobbering time!
65. From Beyond This Planet Earth was originally published on May 9th, 1967, with a cover date of August 1967. Writers Stan Lee, penciler Jack Kirby, inker Joe Sinnott, and letter Artie Simek, with Stan Lee editing, and our cover is Jack and Joe.
It's clobbering time!
Yeah.
I really like this cover a lot. I was thrown because I do not remember the Kree being like Caucasian in this.
But gets me, he's not Caucasian later. You're
Yeah,
right. He is Caucasian here. He is blue skinned, maybe with his second appearance. I don't know when the blue skin really comes to prominence. Is it in Captain Marvel's book?
I don't know.
Because his
That'll be
book's
real
running
interesting.
by now. His
Yeah.
books, I think his comic started in 66 or something. Or did it start in 60?
I am not sure on that one.
Yeah, but
But
I like it too. I you could tell it's the limitations of the four color processes. The buildings are all a solid gray, and then the background is brown.
yeah, it is not it's like, come on, this couldn't have been like a space, like a nighttime scene. That would have made this a lot better.
Yeah, it would. But I do like I couldn't when you said it's Joe, it doesn't really look like Joe.
I think it's something about the eyes on Ronan the Accuser, which I could see the only thing really throwing me. Also, there's no Kirby dots like coming from the Ronan's hammer, and I feel like that's just an easy gimme.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, I can see that. It's just it's one of those things where they cover that doesn't get exactly what you think it doesn't really represent the book, and I don't think they're paying attention to the color as
Yeah.
much for continuity. Um, but I like it. I like it. All right, now we're going to jump off to the synopsis. We're going to keep the conversation about the cover in this section.
It's clobbering time!
Fantastic Four 65. The Kree Empire sends Ronan the Accuser to Earth to sentence the Fantastic Four for destroying a Kree sentry. Ronan uses his universal weapon to swiftly incapacitate the team, putting them on trial for their cosmic crimes. Despite the judge's incredible cosmic power, Ben Grimm relies on pure brute force to turn the tide. The thing cleverly forces Ronan to fall upon his weapon, neutralizing the threat. Defeated, Ronan retreats back into space, leaving the team to realize they have attracted the attention of a massive galactic empire.
It's clobbering time!
All right, that is our We're back from our synopsis, and well, I'll start with my overall take on this. I really like this issue. For one, just for the introduction of Ronan,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a lot of, personal life stuff in here, which I like. But overall, I really like it. Um,
Yeah, yeah, I,
what's
I,
your
I
overall take, real quick? Just and then we'll go through a little bit. We'll go through
okay.
page, page, page.
I
Yeah,
also like it. I was a little like confused because I did not remember them basically being in the cone of silence for the big fight of this issue.
yeah,
But because it's like, wow, after like the huge century fight, this is a little limiting, it feels like. But overall, yeah, no, we have like what, 10, 12 pages of like character building and personal interactions, all that good stuff.
yeah. I liked it a lot. Sometimes it dated it. It's gotten less dated at times, but sometimes but the sup the the Johnny's car.
That looks something out of the 50s. I don't know
Yeah, it
what.
does. It's because that's a '30s chassis. I mean that's what they were using was old '30s cars. But yeah, it is. But let's get started. I like that we have a secondary. The splash page is now just a secondary cover.
And honestly, maybe a little cooler than the actual cover, but
Yeah, I do like this Kirby crackle on this.
in just so the Supreme Intelligence has not changed design in what, 60 years?
No, I mean it's why fuck with it, you know?
No, yeah.
I mean it's just so is this his first appearance?
Oh yeah, this is
No.
his first. Because I think this is also like the first formal introduction of the Kree, not just the Sentry, because they were name
No.
dropped last issue, but they didn't. Ronan didn't appear until here. So
Yeah, the blue skin Kree. I googled something on Kree. So the blue skin Kree made their first appearance in Marvel Comics. They're in here blue. Is he blue?
nah, he is not blue unless they change the coloring for my Epic,
Oh
which
wow.
which feels wrong. I don't think
No,
they would.
mine's white. I'm on the app. He's white.
Yeah. So we'll have to do
That's
some deeper searching past a quick Google after the episode after we record.
yeah, because that's weird. Yeah, but this is so. Is this what is? I like that we start with the Supreme Intelligence.
Now, I will say it is like, why are Johnny and Ben sharing a bed?
Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe it's because this is in the '60s and it's written by guys that were adult, fought in World War II, 20 years before that. So they're all in their like 40s. But you used to have to share beds.
I,
That was it was more common. I don't think by 1967 it's common.
right. And also, are you getting any heat from Ben if you're Johnny?
I just wanted to know if they're spooning and
Oh,
who's the big spoon.
doesn't Ben have to be that by default?
Not always.
Yeah. But all I could think of when I saw this was Gilligan and Skipper.
Yeah, yeah, I did too. I sent Kirby a picture of it. It's like, why do they sleep? When did they share a bed? I mean, the Baxter Building's huge. Couldn't you all have your own rooms?
Yeah, yeah, it's if they're
Um,
in the back, it's like Ben, your own bedroom is like 5 feet away.
yeah, what are you doing? Um, but the Supreme Intelligence messing with him, I kind of like that.
We get a lot of good Ben poses as he's kind of waking up and getting ready for the day. Looking at his tongue, brushing his teeth, getting ready for the bath. I
Yeah,
I, I just found all that really entertaining.
I like it when it's done well. It's done well in this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we had stuff like this early on, and it was a lot more draggy.
Oh my God. Yeah, the constant fight between him and every issue.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and also, well, folks, through these four issues, there's going to be some more incredibly sexist shit with Sue, which I find bad because she's such a great character. And yes, this is the first appearance of the Supreme Intelligence. Wow, wow,
Yep.
wow, wow.
So okay, so what I think they might be trying with Sue at first is like she has PTSD from the Sentry fight, which okay, I'm down for it. And it's like, okay, I'm sick of this. I just want to be a normal person, live a normal life. And it's read with one of the most infamous panels of all time where it's like, fine, wives should be kissed and not heard. And it's like, Jesus Christ, guys. Stan,
She
how
should have karate chopped him right in the throat.
right in the throat.
And while he couldn't breathe, knee him in the balls because that was just a say. I mean, it's just she puts on an apron to make great flapjacks. I'd be Ben, don't eat those.
Yeah. Just
So,
Man, like I
Yeah.
try to defend Reed, and then it's shit like this, and it's like I can't do it. I can't do it here.
Yeah.
But luckily, we get a really cool space shot with the Ronan in his, Kree battle cruiser or wherever you want to call it.
Yeah. You got it, me, because this is what all the Kirby Crackle, all of the design stuff. You notice they don't change it too. Like Ronan basically wears the exact same costume.
Yeah, why would you change it?
I know it's really, and he made a green, the Sandman's green super suit that he got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this one, they make it work. The problem is sometimes the colorist doesn't realize that these aren't bare sleeves or something. But I really like this design. I like that he lands there.
Yep. And while they give like this explanation of like I'm projecting like a field so people won't recognize me, I would like it if even by this point in the Marvel universe they're like, "Ah, God, another alien invader. The Baxter building's over there. Just deal with them, or just blow up the planet now, or shit, or get off the pot." You know?
No, I agree wholeheartedly because sometimes it's like this. It's like in Doctor Who, it's called a perception filter.
Yep.
So you can't do. But I do like everybody walking around. It's Jack likes to do a good street scene.
And it looks really good. Like, we got some distinctive faces going on here.
Yeah. We do get the fight between them.
Yeah, it's just a little skirmish. It's like what? Johnny's like call like he got the call that his hot rod's ready. And Ben is just trying to be what any man like in his 30s or 40s is like, look, I'm just trying to read the freaking morning paper here. And this annoying
Yeah.
teenager is bugging the crap out of me.
So how old is Ben at this point? Because they still say he's a World War II vet, or is he a Korean vet now?
I think they're still pretty much World War II. So okay, let's just say they were 20 in 1945. So he'd be like 40 here, I guess.
Yeah.
39,
So
40.
they become sometime after Howling Commandos is over, them and they become Korean War veterans. And
And then
then
eventually they
I
just
wonder
kind
if
of
Busick, when he did that thing, the Marvels, a couple of years ago, 12-issue series, where he created a separate country to be the Vietnam, where Iron Man and all the fucking stuff with this Asian Soviet country. You know what I mean? Because in the
yeah, I
'60s,
can't
everything was Sino, it was China shit, and it
right.
worked. It worked, but you can't. You when do you? Because now it's like if what is it? It's always 10 years. If they're using a 10-year rule, it's always 10 years from when the FF first appeared.
So yeah, like Reed and Ben would be like Afghan Iraq war vets, and it's like that's a very different
Yeah. So
backstory.
yeah. So I wonder how they. I wonder when they do the because they redo the origin. Like it's the rocket was now it wasn't going to the moon. It was trying to go to the just to see if we could get further into the solar system or go to another planet.
Right.
So that made sense. And I always thought when someone took the rocket part out of it, it's like you're just not doing a service to the story. You're really, and that's why that I will never watch that FF.
Oh, the
The
the one with like Miles Teller. Yeah, that
I don't blame any of the actors. The
no,
director
no,
I
no,
blame a
no.
lot. It's a terrible movie.
Yep. It's also a case of it's like the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern where it's like there's actually like 5 good minutes of a Fantastic Four movie, but it should have been the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Uh, but
So but Ben gets mad and he slaps his hands to thing and it destroys the room.
I, I just gotta do this one little panel. Can I believe my shell like he is? He's talking to me like that? To me, who's been and always been his ever loving idol, his full-time hero image. I wonder if he's trying to tell me something. It's just looking dead in the camera. It's just really funny there.
Poor Ben.
Uh, if only he got over himself and some of his self-doubts.
Oh yeah, no. So now we get the Millie the model kind of scene with
With Sue and
Sue and
yeah,
Crystal shopping. I like this thing about Crystal going, "Are you sure Johnny will like me in this outfit, Mrs. Richards? That wide-eyed brother of mine would like you in a barrel, Crystal. I wonder, should I take that?" She's looking at the suit, looking at the dress. Take that or get another pair of those hip. those darling hip huggers. Why not both, man? A wonderful suggestion.
So, folks, before we were recording, we were talking like Millie the Model ran like 210 issues till like 1973, which is astounding.
Yeah, it's just
Different time, like different,
oh my goodness. Well, so is it me or they're close still like 4 or 5 years out of date?
I was just saying, like, I don't know, doing like up to date fashion is always such a double-edged sword for me in comics
Yeah.
because sometimes it's like uh some of those early Burn Superman stories putting Lois in like contemporary fashion, it's like, man, this looks so much more dated than if she was just in kind of a more generic look. And like
Yeah.
you've talked, George Perez had
Oh
people in
Jesus, man, they're dressed like
bell
they're on the
bottoms.
Mod Squad.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, it's not your dream look. Um, and it doesn't change I think finally Marv had to say something in Titans. Stop that, George. We didn't even dress like that. George goes, I did. Oh, you're from Queens.
Yeah.
You're a New Yorker. I'm not surprised.
One little detail that I just caught was Chinese Hot Rod has 4 or F for New York as the license plate. I'm like, okay, that's stupid and cute all at once for me.
Yeah, I like it. And then Reed shows up in his little hat and he takes her to a nice dinner.
And I'm I'm not sure if this woman actually knows who they are, or if she just thinks like this is some weird like flirt get role play going on or what. Because she's going the brazen things.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. So he takes her to the most expensive restaurant in town, and then they just disappear. So,
We cut.
okay, for a second, I looked down at that panel and thought the cop was on a horse because it was brown. Oh, there's some other stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Again, the color. There's only so much you can do with the colorist in this
Yeah.
time.
So,
One thing I definitely had to kind of double check was like, oh God, is this because they referenced Bobby Kennedy? I'm like, wait, has he been killed yet?
no, it's
No, and I'm like,
67.
okay, no, it's like a year before. I'm like, oh, okay, fine, fine. This
Yeah.
isn't like that Superman comic that came out after JFK was killed.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Mm-hmm.
No, Bobby gets killed next year.
Yep. Let's
Oh,
see.
cop pulls him over for
It's
a
like they
safety
were,
check.
yeah. Which maybe this was a thing because he says it's like for all like sedans or whatever. But or I have orders to give hot rods a routine safety check. So maybe this was a thing. I don't know because like if you're saying
Maybe.
they're made out of like 1930s chassis
Yeah,
or whatever,
and
okay, I could kind of see that.
they don't have a
Sure.
roof and they don't have seat belts.
God no.
No, I mean that car crashes, you're dead.
Yep.
It's the thing about convertible creeps me out. What if the car rolls?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so then that's when Johnny disappears,
Yep.
and then no Willie Lumpkin.
I was thinking, like, why wasn't this Willie Lumpkin? Come on, you could have brought him back for this.
I know, I don't understand that. But when Ben shakes the package, he disappears, and this guy's going, "I'm turning in my uniform. I'm out of here." Right?
Yeah, no way am I being the postal man for the Fantastic Four. At best, I just get blown up by a bomb.
I know. Okay, collapse, a building collapse. And then we cut to they're all standing there and and Ronan's there. I like this. I'm Ronan, the public executioner. In the name of the creation, those who I accuse, I do sentence as well. You stand as accused of destroying an Imperial Kree outpost and depriving the supreme intelligence of an invaluable century. Reed comes in and goes, and my suspicions were correct. It wasn't a dream. It was a genuine mind probe. I love Ronan. This is neat to see him because I know him from his cosmic in more recent decades,
Yep,
where he's
but
not as always the bad guy.
right, where he's much more of like a neutral figure sometimes, and it kind of depends on where we're reading the stories from perspective. But again, Cone of Invulnerability. So yeah, Cone of Silence. Get Smart was out by 67.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And also, in the future, he ends up being Crystal's husband.
did I know that?
Yeah,
I'm not sure if I knew that.
Yeah, that was doing in the cosmic stuff where the Inhumans and the Kree war. That's why they keep coming back, like in a more recent thing is, and what's going on in the cosmic universe now in the background is the Inhumans have returned, and they want to take over the Kree Empire again.
So Ronan the Accuser, Crystal's best boyfriend slash husband.
Yeah, yeah, he was better. Yeah, he was much better baby than the other ones.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Huh.
and
I have
she
to do
was
some.
really strong in that. Like I'm going to make the best of this because it's an arranged marriage.
Right. Yep. Political marriage, arranged marriage, all good stuff. But I do like how Ronan just immediately clocks Ben with the hammer, kind of taking him out of the fight.
And then he has a way to. I like the idea of pulling the flames off of Johnny.
Mm-hmm. Because again, it is so weird to me that it's like, oh, we have this big, threat, but there's basically no background here, so we got to make this as kind of interesting as possible for each individual fight. Because Reed stretching his arm in his suit like actually looks really good as he's
Yeah,
like,
that one. We're getting these 4 panel fight parts, and then the single panel, and
yeah,
it's great. Ben looks like he's been kicked.
yeah. If you ever had the wind not actually literally knocked out of you, it is a
Yeah,
weird. It
it
is
is weird. I
weird.
played Little League football one year, and I got someone put their helmet right into my chest,
Ooh.
and I woke. I was, and the coach was like, "You're okay. You're okay. You take a deep breath." And he says, "Oh, I've been knocked out of you. Yeah, it's painful and it's concerned. You're like, what was I 13?" So yeah, but I do like that, and I like Ronan, zapping him, and then he. I don't know if they've convinced him or why he's sending them back while he adjudicates.
I'm not entirely sure myself, but I do like the idea that it's like, look, I want to fight the Fantastic Four. I'm putting you guys in your actual costumes here.
Yeah, I got that. And then Ben still can't get up, and it's really, and we cut to page 12. We cut to Alicia, and the stranger just appears in an apartment wearing this funky armband and convinces him to go with her. And she goes, they leave right through the wall.
With really
Mm,
good setup, like between like last or this issue following up from the Sentry fight, and then them sowing the seeds for next couple issues. Really good, I will say, really good plotting by Jack and Stan here, and I think it
yeah,
works really well.
I do too, and I like that it's only 5 panels, two on one page, three on another, and then we're seeing the police with their super blaster trying to get through the cone of silence. Um,
Even Tony Stark hasn't been able to come up with an answer. I'm like, okay, again, that's a nice little nod to some of the other books they're doing right now. So,
yeah. Well, I like that Sue puts her invisibility shield around Ben,
mm-hmm.
and it helps. And then he gets him in a tries to pin him, and then the four attack all at once. Sue's shooting invisible balls at the guy right in the face. I like it. It's like she should be doing more of that.
She
And
really
it's
should.
it's sad it's not going to happen until Byrne takes over.
Yeah, but at least like for all of the crap they gave her early on, at least they're giving her this during the fight, and she's not just cowering or anything.
Yeah.
Because
Oh
she
no,
even,
she's right in on the battle, all four of them.
yep, she helped save Johnny by throwing up like an invisible pillow, basically.
Yeah. I like Ronan kind of. I don't know what he's trying to do. Is he trying to shoot Reed somewhere? Or is he just making him spin and get dizzy?
Yeah, I think it's like it's him like disorienting Reed one way or the other.
Yeah. Ben's still hanging on.
Yeah, then like Ronan just kind of like goes like, nope, I'm out of here. I really do actually like this Captain Kirk speech Reed gives at the very end. Uh, with the failure of his mission, all traces of his presence here were removed instantaneously, but Ronan no longer matters to us. What does matter is the Kree now know they are dealing with an intelligent race and a fighting race, and I pray that such knowledge will keep them from ever returning.
Oh no, man. They're gonna make Marvel a bunch of money, man. Annihilation.
Whew. Yeah, like
um,
this backwater planet's gonna be way more of a battlefield for the Kree than the Skrull and all other manners of
oh my,
cosmic Marvel.
it's they. This is some of the best stuff they create.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
really is.
it is. The Skrull and the Kree are awesome. I love them. I like the Shire too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think Marvel has a great cosmic universe to play with. I've been reading that new Nova on the app. It's pretty good.
All right.
It's pretty good. I like that character. I just some of his early stuff was just a little too kid. Wasn't when I got it. I went, this isn't cool. So but I know I like it. I like that character, uh, and I do like the modern Star Lord. I mean, not Star Lord. So they're involved in it, and it really is picking up from what happened in Empire, which was an event I really liked. But yeah, it's there. When I was reading that one, and then these next two, it was like, shit. What do I want to pick up? My Captain Marvel omnibus or my Adam Warlock one? Because this is what we're reading. We're watching the beginning of all this stuff, and it's just amazing. So overall, I like the issue. What was your overall? I mean, one last chance before we move on to the next one.
Yeah, no, I think this is a really solid introduction to Ronan the Accuser. Again, outside of not making him blue, that like he's pretty much here from the get-go. Supreme intelligence, like we said.
Yeah,
That hasn't changed a lick.
I know, and it's in so many great stories and across so many books. It's amazing. I love it. All right, so now we're up to 66. Why don't you give us the pertinent data?
It's clobbering time!
Okay, What Lurks Behind the Beehive was originally released June 8th, 1967, a cover date of September 1967, and credits are all the same from last issue.
Fantastic Four, number 66. A mysterious group of renegade scientists known as the Enclave kidnaps Alicia Masters from her apartment. They bring her to a high-tech research facility called the Beehive to assist with a dangerous project. The scientists have created an artificial, god-like life form, but are now terrified of its growing power. They need Alicia's unique perspective as a blind artist to safely interact with and sculpt the entity's face. Meanwhile, Reed Richards desperately builds a device back at the lab to track her location.
It's clobbering time!
All right, and okay, what do you think? I love this cover. I really...
I like it a lot. Again, we have Kirby dots again. Yay, it looks good.
Ben's banging on some energy field, and Alicia is lost in some... It looks like she's standing on lava.
It really kind of does. But you know what? It works. The Ben's expression really, at this point, Jack and Joe have it down to a science.
Yes, they do. They do. Oh, I'm going to talk about the corner boxes. The corner boxes are up now.
Oh yeah. Last issue was Johnny, in flame. Here we've got Sue turning invisible. So okay, good. They're
and their heads around him. I love it. I love a corner box. But we'll get to a certain point where they just put Ben up there forever.
Right.
Like the Vision is for the Avengers. All right. So okay, we get a splash page that isn't, just telling us what's going to happen. Well, no, that was part of the action because we were seeing them, minds messed with. So it starts with Ben, Sue, and Reed investigating where Alicia may be and come into her house and no one's there. I'm always sketchy when I see puppets in her workroom. I hope those aren't your dad's.
Yeah, no, just get rid of them. Throw them in the ocean, something, because it's not a good look regardless.
Yeah, I know. But her house is she's a very amazing taste for someone who cannot see. So, hey. But I like we see her living space and how important. And Ben just questioning it. He's gotten back. He was comfortable with her. Now he's all nervous again.
Whatever moves the story along at some times.
Yeah, I know.
And it's annoying, but yeah.
It is. Well, they do it and then they rectify it in this issue. It's like you bring it back up and then you rectify it and say, okay, never mind. It's all right. But he's having doubts. He almost Sal Buscema punches Reed.
He knocks him clear off his feet, yeah.
Yeah, and off panel, and knocks him out, and Ben just goes off in a huff, and Sue is trying to come. Don't blame him, darling. No one can really tell the agony he's enduring deep inside. I know, dear, but if only you could find a formula. I'll never stop trying, Sue. I never have stopped trying. Yeah, because.
But if you lose the orange skin, it's like you lose the most visually interesting character in Marvel.
Yeah, and even when he was in that suit for, that was like 8 or 9 months.
Yeah, it was a while.
It was a while. And that they bring it back every once in a while. I love it. Like the she thing. I thought that was very cool. All right, so we get to see this new a secret base. Anything that fucking big is not a secret.
Also, they keep calling it or Stan keeps calling it a beehive, and I guess that's supposed to be like there's a lot going on, but that is not the first word that would come to my mind to
Yeah, I
describe
don't. I
this.
think the beehive because it's where they. I don't know why they picked it. It's weird for the base to be called that because I think are there all worker bees there doing weird shit?
I I,
Yes, I guess.
I
But these
guess.
guys become very important and they're around for a while.
Hmm.
They become well, yeah. I think they're. I can't remember who I was reading something where they mentioned them. But this is the I was watching one of those Mary Marvelite and they popped up and they said they to give you a basic pre-interview thing of it and they said there's so much more, but that's for another time. They're like, "Yeah, okay." But I like these characters that these are just, these are scientists and, they're recruiting a blind woman because she can see in rock. They were trying to figure out how she can sculpt being blind. And she, touches one of their faces and she does it from memory. And they give her a special carving knife for the marble. She creates a bust. What did you think of the design of these guys? I love it.
I really do too. The I think at one point they mentioned like all three of these guys survived a plane crash, so I'm like, wait, is this a Challengers of the Unknown
Yeah,
nod?
it's a, but they're awful. They want they want, what they call it, their beehive, the citadel of science.
One of these guys has to be a former Nazi, right? I'm not just reading into that.
Yeah, I'm for the guy in either the guy with the goatee or the guy with the white hair and the mustache.
Yeah, it's one of those guys, and the blonde guy with the pipe, I'm not trusting him either.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the bald guy's name is Morlock, villain name. The guy that brought her is Dr. Hamilton. Zada Zada is
I think that's the old white
the
guy
old
with
guy. Oh,
with
and
the
Professor
cane. Yeah,
Shinsky is the dean of biology and research.
yeah.
But she does. I mean, they're really great designs, and I like that their costumes are the opposite of the FF.
It really is. Yeah, that is a good catch.
Yeah, the trim is all blue, and then the body is all white, and the only black in, I guess, it is for shading. But she carves one very quickly, and they're all very impressed. But it's just part of. I mean, you're assuming they're bad guys, right? Even if I read this in '67, I think you're assuming these guys are bad guys because they have a secret base.
They have a secret base, and one of them did, for all intents and purposes, abduct Alicia Masters. That's never a hero doesn't just walk in through a wall. A hero will knock on the door at the very least, or should.
Yeah, yeah. And then I like it how one part of it they don't end plot points on at the end of a page. They don't have any problem having like it overlap. I
I'm good with
really
that.
like that.
Yeah,
And Ben sulking and he's walking through the park and the cop asks him, "Oh, did you lose your top coat, Mr. Grimm? You don't usually walk around town this way." I love it. It's like because he's so parent, because it is. He walks around that trench coat and hat, and how do you not know it's him? His feet are bare.
I know.
Uh,
And that's why I do like whenever they do like put him in actual clothes
Yeah,
occasionally,
yeah,
because it's like,
I
yeah,
do
he still
too.
would.
Yeah, it would make sense.
And
But the
then
cop's like, hey, he just wants to thank him, and then these kids come up and they just want to, and this teacher, he thinks everybody sees him as a monster still, and he's like, no, you're amazing. She's actually flirting with him.
yeah, and by the way, all I'm seeing with this teacher is like Kate Mulgrew. I think it's just the hair, but it's like that's Kate
No,
Mulgrew.
dude, Jesus, man, that's exactly it is. That's Janeway. She's
Yeah.
got Janeway bun hair.
Okay,
Wow.
good. It's not just me.
No, I didn't notice it. Now it's never leaving my head. That's amazing. She does look like. So Ben's gonna go on and apologize.
Because Ben, come on, man.
He's a dumbass. He just keeps getting. So we see Crystal and Johnny talking on the roof, and she starts messing with him with her powers.
Yeah, that's good because she's mad that she left him in the or left her in the middle of nowhere, I guess. But I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
no driver's license, no idea. She's in an ICE detention facility right now.
Yeah.
And then she's tearing it apart, killing all of
Yes.
you. uh, but I like that, and I also she's gonna become a member in a little bit because
In just like a
Sue does
couple
not
of
have an
issues.
extended pregnancy, now, unlike she does. What she was pregnant for like a decade. So fun. Fighting about Ben and
Was it Reed's trying to do this device to try and find like the heat signature and all that? So I'm like, okay,
yeah,
that's like, all right, that's believable enough, comic book science for me. I can deal with that.
yeah. And we get more of the the Kirby base, and there's an explosion,
Yep.
and in come. Oh, those are their guards. Okay, I
Yep.
can.
Some of whom are just wearing a full-on football helmet, or at least one of them is.
Yeah, he is. Dude, you don't want those bars there. Something to hold on to, and they can get at your eyes. You maybe want goggles. Um,
Hmm.
or a face guard, clear plastic face.
So,
So what they need her for, this unnamed creature that they need her help with, is busted loose.
hmm
And these guys are they're telling her a story, but I like is they're telling her a story and all the facts are correct.
yes,
But it's not, you don't know the end why they want this thing. So they're creating this perfect being from scratch. They don't know what they've done and how powerful they've made him. And it's great. It's great. We're seeing it as a memory and all the things in these ziggy-zaggy lines around the panels and back. I like that. It's a nice, how many they give it like 4 pages.
yeah, there is a lot, and I will say this is probably the least like action-packed issue we've had of Fantastic Four in a long time. Because
Yeah.
like, while there's like stuff going on, there's no actual fight. It's a very talk-heavy issue. It's like what those episodes of Star Trek when they're, all on the bridge and whatnot.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it's bad. Doesn't mean it's
No,
bad at
I
all.
think
It's
it
just
works
talky.
because this flashback is 3 pages. That would be a whole issue
Yeah,
nowadays. But these characters are much more rounded characters than I thought they were. And we're at a point that some of this is the second time I've read this issue ever.
same here.
It didn't leave that big of in my mind, other than the fact I'd just seen that Mary Marvelite talk about the Enclave, and those guys, we're getting up to that. Wait a minute, hold on a second.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just seeing something. I thought the guy with the white hair, was he always bald? I think.
Uh,
Oh
no,
no, he's got a comb over in the first page, and then after that, he's bald.
wait, does he? Okay,
Oh
I
yeah,
got.
look
I'm
on page
jumping.
4, man. He's got the comb over doing.
Oh, he sure does. You're
Uh-huh.
right.
All right.
Wow.
I love to tell the
Good
story, folks.
catch.
But I like that we see the origin and they're lying to her, and they are, and she's gonna go help them. Because she's Alicia. I just love
Yeah, she
Alicia.
she wants to
She's
help everybody.
Yeah, and she's less,
She's not naive here. Well,
yeah,
sort
but
of,
she's
but she's
also
not
not afraid of the action.
right.
Like Ben, ooh, I'm swooning because I saw somebody. No, she's just like, I'm a grown woman, I can do it myself. And I
Yep.
like that. So is the person who let them into the boarding house, I guess she lives in, the landlady. She looks
Yep.
like the old woman from Captain America.
Oh, she does. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
Come
catch.
on, Jack. Can't you draw different old lady? Or is it always going to look like the Wicked Witch? Is it always going to look like Margaret Hamilton? Which is fair. Margaret Hamilton was amazing. But Ben comes to, oh, that's right. So I'm confused here. Oh, no, she's telling him. Okay, that's correct. I was looking at it. What is she saying? I had to reread it real quick. But yeah, she's saying that Reed's already upstairs and now he gets mad again because he didn't tell him.
Hmm. Even though like Ben knows exactly what's going on, it's like, dude, you're not thinking through anything here. And like, I get it. Maybe you're worried about her, but still, it's like this is Reed doing an easy like this is Reed doing a thing he can do on his coffee break.
I know. What I like is Ben gets mad twice in this one conversation and gets talked down twice. It's like, God, man, there's conflict. I liked it.
It-
Um,
there's also Ben, maybe some medication just to help even you out, buddy.
yeah, man, get some sleep or something. But we got to see her being kidnapped and we got to see the guy in his gimp hood. I do like that costume too, though.
Honestly, you could bring that one back. That's a good villain costume.
Yeah, it is. And I like their guards are on blue and green. I think it's a nice mix. And I like how it shows them going and then we cut back to the beehive and she's going to go in there alone. She's brave.
Yeah,
She's going to go do this. She's literally blind,
yeah.
go into this cave. But Hamilton isn't decent. And he's like, I don't care what you may have told Alicia. I won't permit her to go alone. And then one of the Morlock goes, I warn you, breaking the code of Citadel principle, discipline. I was a man before I became a scientist. Now stand aside, all of you. I like this. I like Hamilton a
Yeah,
lot.
it's like okay, like he's definitely the best out of the bunch of them, and just again, this is a real nice setup for what is going to be most of next issue.
Oh yeah, because this just builds to a freaking cliffhanger.
Yeah,
And we see them going in, and there's this energy barrier. More Kirby crackle.
Uh-huh.
That should be a cereal.
Someone has to have done like an image of that by this
Yeah, that has
point.
to. I'm gonna have to Google it. They're all shaped like cigars. Mom, this tastes like an ashtray with a
Uh,
hint of cherry. Um, but then we come back to the FF, and Reed's gonna build a circuit from a still photograph of a hand with an armband on it.
we need to move this story along somehow, and
Yeah, but that still takes a few
sure,
panels. Look how
why
quickly we're
not?
through this issue. I mean, it's crazy. And then the next one is the power of him, which we'll
Yes.
get to talking about when we get to it. But I like it. It's the last panel is Hamilton trying to protect Alicia. He's coming closer. He's almost upon us. And she's like, even though I can't see him, I can feel his presence, his hatred reaching out like a living thing. Boom, boom, boom.
Good cliffhanger. We've had some dud ones. This is
That's
a
a
good
great
one.
one. And I see Jack does not give a shit about having not, if something only needs to be one panel on a page, it's all it needs. If it only needs to be 5 total, it's 2 on one, 3 on the other. Because he's saving his 4 panel setups for action as well as his single panel or 2 panel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Like
he
anything with 6 or more, he's going to do more than one thing.
right, and I think there are artists out there who like will always try to stick to like a 9 panel grid, and it's like you have to be very specific when you use a 9 panel. If you use it too much, but it's like even in Watchmen, they knew when to kind of break it up and make
Oh yeah,
bigger
because it
panels
was
and
like,
stuff. You know,
yeah, they did. They really did. And I like the 9 panel, but it should be done
there
sparingly.
are times where it works. Yes,
Yeah,
and if you
and
do
it
it
needs to
issue
be
after issue for an ongoing,
oh
yeah,
no. And I mean, and
but
then it becomes overdone sometimes when they're doing like roll calls of people, and it's nice to show everybody, but you don't need to
mhm.
do that for 2 pages. That means you're running out of story. So, well, let's move on to 67. And why don't you give some pertinent data?
It's clobbering time!
When Opens the Cocoon had an on sale date of July 11th, 1967, cover date October 1967, and all of the credits are, once again, the same.
Yeah, there's a continuity here, folks. We're a little over halfway in Jack's extended run. Fantastic Four 67. Reed Richards completes his tracking device and teleports himself, Johnny, and Ben directly into the Beehive. As the heroes battle their way through the Enclave security defenses, Alicia stands before the glowing cocoon. The golden-skinned being inside, known only as him, finally emerges and immediately senses the evil ambitions of his creators. Judging the Enclave as unworthy and corrupt, the entity unleashes cataclysmic burst of cosmic energy. Him destroys the entire facility, rescues Alicia, and flies off into the depths of outer space to find his own destiny.
It's clobbering time!
Again, for the cover, I wish there was a background that wasn't just stark white. Because if this was like red and black Kirby Crackle all in the background, one of the best covers of all.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I don't mind it once in a while, and I kind of like that you've got people all around. And the cocoon, which is for us, we've seen this cocoon 1,000 times.
A billion times.
Yeah, because I mean, shit. It's not just him. Spoilers. I mean, this is a 60-year-old fucking comic book, but spoilers. Because this is really this is stuff. These are the comics that inspired people like Starlin and others to create one of the great cosmic universes. I really think in a lot of ways, Marvel's cosmic universe is better, it's convoluted, yes,
Yeah,
but there's a consistency to it.
there is.
And if you can throw a character from Earth into any of those groups, and they can be their ally or they can be their enemy. And I especially like since Annihilation, where they have gone that Super Skrull is not a Baja villain; he's a patriot.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, one person's patriot is another person's terrorist or villain. And I like that you see that. And I like in Ben, and when whatever event was it when Crystal has a royal marriage with Ronan, and she becomes such a great character under Bob Harris, Har. You know what I mean? In the later Justice Leagues.
Oh, okay.
I'm not
Yeah,
Justice League
yeah.
Avengers. You know what I mean? When it's
I knew what you
her
meant. I knew what you meant.
Thunderstrike, quick, there's some really good stuff there. I mean, she's not in Stern, but she's in the next good era, which is, I guess it's Harris. And but it's uneven. Oh no, she's in the Gatherer story, so that is a little bit, I think so.
W-
But when she becomes an Avenger,
Okay.
I
And it's
like
like
her as an Avenger.
just on paper, she makes total sense to be an Avenger. She has a good power set. She's got a great personality, good costume, all that makes total sense. So and not to derail us even further, is that also when Wasp became like a Wasp woman mutant
Layer at
thing?
the end, yeah, Jesus
Uh,
Christ, man. I had and that's the way she was in that terrible Avengers cartoon.
ooh,
You know which one I'm talking about.
I know which one you're talking about.
It is shit the bed and slide. It's terrible.
Let me put it this way. I saw like one episode of that as a kid when it was coming out. I'm like, I got something else to do.
Yeah,
Click.
I got to go do some algebra or something. This is killing me. This is, anything but that. Unlike the Earth's Mightiest Heroes one.
Really good.
Oh, folks,
Really
read it
good.
because they actually kind of do it in order in a way.
Yeah, it's
And you get to
weird.
see all the classic stuff. Their take on Captain Marvel on Marvel.
It's good.
It's good. I mean, it's really good. And I like how the lineup changes and it does in the credits that
Yep.
you know what I mean? I love that. I loved it. And I didn't mind the one that came after that either. The one that had like that stable lineup. It was
Yeah,
okay.
it was okay. I would have preferred another couple seasons of Mightiest Heroes, but the best thing they did on that second one was they had the Squadron Sinister show up, and Dr. Spectrum was Phil Lamar just doing his John Stewart voice. I'm like, okay,
Oh, no, I don't
that's
think I've
clear.
seen that one. I might have to read. Well, I've still got Disney because I got Disney for a couple months just because it was through my Roku, which is nice. I still got to watch Wonder Man. Buddy at work's like, go watch it, go watch it, go watch it. It's not about superheroes. It's all about two actors. And I went, okay, I'll watch it for that. I mean, I really like the guy, but I mentioned
Oh
to
yeah,
my buddy at work, when you've seen him before. When what? He's fucking Black Manta. Huh? Yeah. That's not his first superhero movie.
nope.
He's good. I saw a clip of him. He's leading a cop movie or something. I saw it, or was it on, I've been living on Roku and MLB watching baseball.
Yep.
So, I haven't watched many cartoons, but I check them out, man. I did try to watch the Silver Surfer cartoon. It's not terrible.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It's not terrible. It's actually pretty good. It just, but it made me want to go watch a Thundar. And Thundar the Barbarian is on Tubi.
Ooh, I might
Yeah,
have
it's
to
good.
I might have to give that a rewatch.
It's a good cartoon. I forgot how good it was. I watched
It's
the first one. I know it's basic, same as a Herculoid, some of the same plots too, probably.
but Jack Kirby designs, so you got
No,
that.
I thought, is that Jack?
That's
Jack or
Jack. That was Jack in his when he was working for art studios again.
okay, I thought some of them are Alex Toth, but that's Super Friends. So, but let's move on.
Again, great opening page with Reed on a Jack Kirby supercomputer. I love
It's
it.
so big. It's so big.
Yeah, those things had to have run just hot as all heck, right?
Dude, man, I ran Xerox machines. I'm not talking ones that are 10 feet long, 2 feet wide, and any of that shit. Just any machine that big lets off a fucking obscene amount of heat. All right,
Uh,
so we got some. I like that the whole recap. Alicia Masters has been mysteriously brought to the hidden land known only as the Citadel of Science. While back at home, the brilliant leader of the Fantastic Four toils tirelessly seeking a way to rescue the missing girl, and he's still trying to decipher the bracelet or wristband.
Based on
Maybe
one
he just
image,
went to a
so
rave last night, Reed. And Ben is like, yeah, I'll let you do.
oh,
Reed's telling me he's putting all this stuff in. What is Ben? I like Ben's response.
you still think it was that nutty bracelet that let him walk through the wall stretch? I
It's only
still don't
this.
get it.
Oh, but no, do the second page. Okay, you went to the next panel. That's cool.
Yep, sorry about that. Yeah, so it's like the panel we're talking where Reed's drawing a billion, like the weirdest Jack Kirby design possible. I still don't get it. Some creep grabbed my gal and whisked her away right through that blamed wall, and you waste time with a bunch of dopey doodles? What in blazes is that messed up mishmash supposed to mean anyway?
It's simple, Ben. I'm merely studying all the detailed circuits and trying to arrange them in the proper working sequence.
Yeah, and when you're done, then what?
Then, when the when the complete unit is assembled, I hope to have it operate exactly like the one Alicia's unknown abductor wore.
You mean you'll make the same kind of bracelet and we can follow it whenever they went?
Precisely, Ben.
Then what are we waiting for? Keep working.
Well, Ben, quit fucking interrupting him. I do like that
Uh,
the panel's got notes. Recheck
uh,
mind circuit before testing. Recheck mind circuit testing.
Calibrate all computations to the nearest decimal. I'm like, okay, you know what? That's fair. Those are fair notes.
All right. So then at the bottom, some dude walks up in a hazmat suit with a green box. And I'm like going, what the fuck? I said when I was reading it, it's just so they're sterile, the room's sterile. It's like, well, you've been walking around barefoot. He walks barefoot.
All over the place.
And he's made of it's rock. Doesn't he leave dust and grit everywhere?
You would that's why my favorite Ben is Ben with long pants and boots on.
Yeah, I do like that. I do like him wearing the longer legs
Yep.
costume. I really do. I really do. It's a nice look. And I was looking, I got the BAF. I got the BAF thing.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. It came with the Super Skrull, except it has two right hands. One's his right hand. Yeah, it's two right. He has two right hands. So on the right hand, he's got the thing fist, and the other one, it's the hand I have it upside down. It's just because it's so weird.
That's
But
weird.
they're standing next to Chemo.
I like that. Like Reed has clearly built a hazmat suit to fit Ben. Because
But yeah, I like that because when I want to talk about that, he looks cool when you do that because he's short and squat.
mm-hmm.
He looks. I mean,
Like
it's
we've
just. Well, it's just I like we're seeing more of this. You know what I mean? Not
exactly.
always in the costume.
Mm-hmm.
Though I do
And
like is his black collar different in every panel?
I think it might be. I'll have to go
Yeah, because
back
I
and
liked it
check.
when Byrne brought the collar coming up instead of a standard t-shirt collar.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it looked better. I mean those first, well,
And you made it wider too, which I like.
yes,
It almost looks like a Star Trek design.
yes, exactly, but it works, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah, that's some of my favorite eras is when Byrne was kind of he didn't retro everything, but he went back to early Kirby and
Mm-hmm.
slowly moved into his version of Senate Kirby. Doesn't he get
Yep.
it gets a little
He,
tighter. He's a heavy inker. So, and
and
I think he's a
sometimes he
good
needs
inker.
it.
I think he's a good inker. I've liked it when he's inked other people, but he's a little like Ordway. You know he's inking it,
Yes.
which I don't think it's a bad thing because in Crisis, no offense to Bob, whoever was inking the first half, the art in the second half it's night and day.
Yeah, it really kind of is.
Yeah, I would but I'm not going to begrudge him. I just they were probably the other person whose name I'm blanking was DeCarlo.
Was it not Dan DeCarlo, was it?
No, God, I
No.
can't remember. But he was that type of like a Bob Hall or Mike. He wasn't the right inker for me, I thought. But he left George's art alone. That's why he does stuff. You know what I mean? I think because he's not as heavy handed. It's tidy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But it's not.
He's
Ordway
not leaving
leaves.
his mark.
Yeah, and where Ordway is leaving his mark without damaging the others, and everybody loves his art, so they're always happy when he's inking him.
Okay, so at least on the first issue of Crisis, the inker was Dick Giordano.
Yeah, I'm not. He's an adequate inker.
He needs to ink stuff that's not superhero stuff, and he's fine.
Yeah, or at Neil's stuff. He's fine on Neil
Yeah.
Adams. He's really good on Neil Adams. But I remember the first time I saw Perez Ordway, which was in that All Star Squadron annual when
Gorgeous.
he did. Oh my God, where he does Our Man. Why didn't we get that comic book? Oh. So we get back to where this is where I got a little confused. Where they're examining the little circuits and they look like dots.
And it's like Micro Circuits by Tony Stark or something.
Yeah, yeah, they're just super. Well, I started to read the first few issues of our appearance of Iron Man, and I forgot that they talk really about and all the issues that I've read so far, which is like the first four. These are micro transistors that do more. Does that make you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
So
what
they're like
sounded
super
cutting
small
edge.
transistors.
Yeah.
Which would now be, we would just call it a chip. So we'll go back to these transitions. They call them freckles. It's just weird. And Ben is complaining, man. It's like, come on, dude. He's getting closer and closer. And if you got a better idea, give it to him. You're like a 6-year-old. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are you there yet? Are you there yet? Are you there? That time, my father was a lot like Reed Richards if you did that too much because he'd reach around and tap you on the head, give you a stink eye in the rearview mirror. I was saying
Uh,
that, and my dad's picture is right above him. I got my dad's general's portrait in the mail the other day, and it's staring at, he's looking right at me.
it's a very good
But
portrait.
yeah, so I posted it up, and one guy goes, "He looks just like you." I go, yep. And if you put my grandpa next to it, he looks like a fat me. So, but I like this, and I like that it's again the sharing of pages. This is really we've talked about this that an arc will end in the middle of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
It ends when it needs to end, and it continue the continuity of issue to issue. Even though these are serialized comics, they're so good as a one-time read, and the cliffhangers are always a small panel at the end, which makes you go, "Oh, maybe I'll come have to look for the next issue." I think they were doing this, and it was working. They were figuring out by doing continuity heavy, well, for modern times, continuity heavy
Yeah.
stuff. I think it made them sell better. But that's when they bought, you had to buy it. If you couldn't find it, you didn't get it.
Right, so you still had to read so if I read, what is it? 65, I missed 66. I can still understand the majority of what's going on here in 67. And
Oh
that's
yeah.
important.
Oh yeah. Easy. Because they're giving you there's some dialogue in flashback, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because we cut to what is it? Hamilton. Is this Emil Hamilton of the Marvel Universe?
Probably. I mean, you know what? There you go, DC Marvel. There's your next crossover.
Uh-huh. The
Ham,
Hamilton guys. Whoops.
ham,
We created shit that hurts people. Whoops. But I like that they're while they're going through this. The dialogue here, it's with Hamilton. "Don't worry, Alicia. I won't let go of your hand. If he won't let us approach him, how can I get close enough to make a sculptured image of him? As I'm supposed to? He must be somewhere ahead of us. I don't know, but he must do it. We must learn what he looks like." And Hamilton again, "And he'll be more dangerous than ever since his last warning didn't drive us back." Alicia, how strange depending on a blind girl to see what normal eyes could never fathom. It's all my fault. It's all my fault. Mine and the other three who created him. We dared to tamper with nature's greatest secret. We tried to create a new form of life, but we couldn't control it. And he's free, possessing greater power than anyone can imagine. And we have no chance to destroy him until we've learned what he looks like. That box of clay in your hands over your shoulder. You may be the only one that can save mankind. Look out, it's another blast. Warning from him. Jesus, it's not a warning, dude. The cave's coming down. And it's
um,
Batum. I like that.
I just put this together. What's that TOS episode where you go like you went blind if you saw those aliens? You
Oh
know which one?
Jesus, it's the oh my God. Is it any other Rose? No, but it's
But you know which one
Kate
I'm talking about.
Mulgrew's. Kate Mulgrew's in it.
Not
The
Kate,
one,
but Dr. Pulaski.
yeah, she's in it. And did you watch Prodigy?
Yeah, yeah, I watched Prodigy.
Same race as,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
the Medusans.
Yeah. Okay,
So
so I just put that together in my head. Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry about that, but
no, it is. It's just this like this thing. And now we're going to action because we got 4 panels,
yes,
and
we
it's
do.
this freaking great. I bet Jack went. I think Jack saw this and went, "Stan, God damn it, you covered half everything in a word bubble."
Yep. Oh,
But I don't mind it. He wants the audience to know what they're seeing, not just see that. And here's I'm a when we you and me bust on modern comics, and there's a lot of great modern comics, but
hmm
we have some of the said pet peeves. If you did this in modern kind of context, it would just be ray beams, and they would go, "You just have to figure it out for yourself." What? So I like this that they're having the dialogue. I mean, it's kind of like you would see it on TV, them behind a rock with something happening, like the light just flashing and them telling you what's going on.
Yeah.
But so they're battling it, and Alicia's like, "What if he isn't dangerous?" They're the ones that keep like Hamilton starts it, or when he retaliates.
And he's the one who immediately gets like wrapped up in tentacles, and it's like, ugh. What, like,
Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
curious if like Jack or Stan knew what they were kind of doing by this page, like, or if like they just came up with the Adam Warlock design, like as they were doing that last page, or Jack was doing that last page.
yeah, I think you're right. Well, my tablet just,
Yep. Because like
but Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Just as as we're coming back from Hamilton, and Alicia, she's running off to try and still find this being. We cut back to the rest of the scientists, and it's all right. We're getting in, our people mover, and we're going through a really cool, two-thirds of the page of the beehive and it's just all great, Kirby tech throughout all of it, and I kind of love it because you see how populated it actually really is.
Yeah, you do.
What is it here? Within seconds, operating on silent vacuum power, the three-seater vehicle speeds towards level 7, traversing the many of levels of the secret citadel of science, that great hidden complex of technical achievement which stands like a giant beehive upon the most remote area of Earth. Again, something this big on the outside is not hidden. That is being spied on by every superpower in 1967.
Yeah, you see him tentacles and she runs off, and then we
All
get to
good.
see his three partners who they're just gonna go make things worse.
Yeah,
They do,
that's
but I do love on the six, on page 6, seeing the secret headquarters, the overly complicated. It's got a pneumatic glass elevator. It's got this like rebel yell roller coaster for like you were in a train chasing in an Indiana Jones movie.
oh man, Rubble. That's a very specific Virginia. Uh,
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's my favorite roller coaster ever.
yeah,
Yeah. So, but I like that. And they go where they have this perfect device to
like
that's
trying.
they're gonna detonate to blow him up. It's like, why? Your plans are sucky, guys. You send her down there, give her time.
Yeah, 5 seconds, like 5 seconds, guys. Then
Yeah.
we're back to another Johnny Alicia scene, and Johnny's like, "Hey, you didn't burn my toast enough, so here, I'm gonna make it a black burnt crisp." And I hate when people, I cannot stand like totally burnt toast.
Yeah, I don't get that. It's like eating cooked charcoal. But Sue comes up and puts on her apron so everybody can get their food. And she serves, okay, in your version, were the pancakes grayish purple?
Yeah, they're grayish purple, and it's like that just does not. Again, limitations of the color, I get it, but man, it's like this is one instance where I wouldn't mind a little recoloring so they look like you know brown.
Yeah, I think they're afraid it would blend in with his orange brown, but it's like the door's purple and the wall, everything is green. It's a weird mix. And Reed's got his stubble. He's been
I
thinking
like
when
when it.
Reed,
I like it.
I do too. I think he should have a beard. I really do. He should have a dapper beard now.
Yeah.
Um, and then, but we see him drinking his coffee on one panel, and then back to Alicia. She finds the cocoon, and this is the first time we kind of see this. And this is a cocoon we're going to see again and again and again and again. Um, I love it. I love that. It's her, and she's doing what she did with the Silver Surfer. It's like she's showing him that all not men are evil.
It's just such a good eerie I was gonna say alien, but I mean literally this is created by man and it's good. Alicia, you put her in a Frankenstein movie, she's the one who's gonna be walking out of there alive.
Yeah, and the rest of you are gonna all be all beat up. I like when we get back to Reed. He needs help assembling it, and he has Sue help.
It's good. And again, somehow he was able to build based off one photo. Now, downside is he does basically tell her to stay put, which I'm not a fan of that. Same with a
No.
yeah.
And then they come in and they immediately get into another great fight. One page of Ben just kicks something and a big chunk of the building starts coming down.
Uh, Ben's been missing her for like 2 issues. He's had a bad day. He
Yeah,
needs to kick something.
yeah. Well, I like we cut back to Hamilton and her. You're a doctor. She kind of like this. She goes to him, "You're a doctor. You can't leave him like this. He needs help. It's too late. Too late for anything. He's in the ultimate transitional phase, about to be born. Within a matter of seconds, he'll undergo his long-awaited metamorphosis. But this isn't your plan, isn't that the way it's supposed to be? No, we're supposed to control him, to be his masters, to have him serve us. But now his cocoon is about to dry and drop away, and no one knows what will emerge. But one thing we do know, whatever form he may take, no one will be able to stop him." And then he's going to shoot it. And before he can, boom, tons of Kirby crackle as he's born. And then back to the Fantastic Four beating the hell out of some guards. It's, I I like that they're switching pages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we get to see them, and then everything is just blown up, and Hamilton dies.
Yeah.
I think he dies.
I'm not 100%. I don't remember actually.
Yeah, he may have come back at some point, but we get to see him flying. The three members of Fantastic Four get there and rescue her. There's some more running through rubble as it comes down.
Really good stuff here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh no, okay. I'm sorry. Hamilton is like crushed to death by rubble. So yeah, he's dead on page
Yeah.
17. I take what back. I have read this issue.
Yeah. Well, I like we get back to the Enclave, which is what they're going to be called from now on, or in later appearances. But the base is coming around them. The FF go back where they came, and as they're trying to flee, that we get to see him for the very first scene. We get to see Adam Warlock for the very first scene. He's this perfect gold creature. Uh,
Looking like Rocky Horror, honestly.
yeah, he really does, and that's not even written for another 5 years.
Yeah, how
So,
much
and
longer
then
till he
it
gets
looks
the
like he
cape?
destroys them, but they come back because hell,
Hmm.
Adam Warlock, I mean, just gets pulled into the Marvel, you know, cosmic universe. It's great. So I like this arc. I like that story. I like the Enclave as bad guys, and it's still they're running on all cylinders right here.
This was a
Um,
really good, 2, 3 parter, however you want to look at it. I mean, obviously introducing Adam Warlock alone makes it a notable issue to
mhm.
read, and I think this was just a really well-paced issue. I didn't have any parts where I was looking at my watch while reading it, and
Yeah,
like I said, I think part of that is like we're gonna end one scene mid-page and start the next scene on the same, and it's like, okay, that makes it work. We're not stretching stuff out, so you have to turn the page to get to the next scene, and it helps. I can't explain it. It just does.
yeah. That's it's just so. This is some of the best stuff. Stan, there's some of the best dialogue. I mean, it's Stan, so it's kind of wordy and stuff. But I think when he's on, he's on. I think they do. I think there's a whole argument who's more important. I said I don't think you have FF. It's not exactly these two guys for this hundred and some issues.
Yep, it is a collaboration between the two.
Yeah, whether they got on each other, collaborators get on each other nerves all the time. Well,
Hmm.
let's move on to Annual 5, which has the first appearance of what is his name?
Psycho Man.
Psycho Man. Good. I thought I was going to say Psycho Pirate, and I went wrong one, dumbass.
Yep.
Wrong company. But why don't you give us the pertinent data? And
Okay.
It's clobbering time!
Annual number 5 has an on sale date of August 1st, 1967. Cover date November 1967. Our cover.
Fantastic Four, Annual 5. The microscopic villain, Pyscho Man, targets Earth from the microverse using an emotional casting weapon to conquer humanity. After he attacks the Thing to steal a vital machine component, Black Panther and the Inhumans discover his hidden base. The heroes find themselves overwhelmed by Pyscho Man's fear-inducing rays, prompting Lockjaw to teleport the Fantastic Four in to turn the tide. Together, the combined forces smash through the defenses and destroy Pyscho Man's gigantic robotic armor. Amidst the chaos, the issue concludes with the joyful announcement that Sue Storm is pregnant with her first child.
It's clobbering time!
Is Jack and Frank Giacoya. And honestly, you can kind of tell because Giacoya also does the inks on the main Fantastic Four story as well. And Stan's,
Okay.
of course, writing and editing uh, as always. And letter is actually Sam Rosen for the main story.
Okay. Um, I love the cover because you got the
It,
Pyscho Man on a platform and the Inhumans, FF, and Black Panther are fighting him. And this is great. It seems like in the annuals they always have guest stars, but and it says not a single reprint because eventually these king sides become only reprints for a while. For
yep,
like uh there are a bunch that are like that. But this one starts a new plot point.
it sure does.
Because I was like going, wait a minute, did she faint? Is this in the wrong place? For a second, I thought this issue was in the wrong place.
Yeah,
But
and
then as I got to it, I went, oh no, 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 no. It all when I got to a later page, I realized, no, it makes sense they're carrying her. Something's half off camera that you
mhm,
get the explanation for like 4 or 5 pages later. So I love it.
yep.
But I like seeing the Inhumans back and Black Panther, and I like that he's colored gray instead of blue.
Mm-hmm.
I think it works better that way. I think it looks better. But Sue has fainted on the splash pages. Reed's carrying his wife, and they're taking her to a bed so she gets some rest. She's fainted. Um,
And Ben is just like, I'm getting out of here before Reed tries to make us like save the day again or something.
yeah.
I'm
Oh,
just
it's
gonna see
getting mushy. It's
Alicia.
like, Jesus, man, get over it.
Yeah.
So he goes off to his girlfriend's house. And then we get to see the psycho pirate. That's Jesus, Psycho Man for the first time. I love this character. One, it's a great fucking design.
It is so cool.
It is
It's
cool.
Jack just drawing stuff on one guy, and let's see how far we can go. And uh, the guy he's fighting looks like Ben when he's normal or human.
Yeah, that he does, but I like how he puts doubt in his head and fear till he jumps. But he doesn't kill himself. I love it. When he jumps out the window, he goes, and Psycho Man goes, he has landed on a ledge below. When he recovers in the hospital, no one will believe his story. They'll think he's mad. And then you see I like that he got three henchmen, all, let's see, what, Livewire, Ivan, and Shell Shock. Um, which one's which?
I think Livewire is the cowboy because
Okay, I
for
like
some
the
reason he's a
cowboys.
cowboy.
Yeah, I like science fiction cowboys.
I have a soft spot for Terror Man from the 70s, I'll admit.
Oh, but I like this. Is then he tortures him, man. He fills him with doubt to where they're begging him to take, because a package was someone wrote the wrong address down for this package for their device. And it got delivered to Alicia. What the
I,
fuck?
I thought it was like so he could like kind of test his ray out on Ben because I don't know. Like I actually thought one of his henchmen was the Thinker for a minute.
He
Uh,
does look a little like the Thinker.
yeah, so I'm like, okay, I could see the Thinker going like, okay, he knows Ben's gonna be at Alicia's at this exact moment somehow, and it's like, okay, here, so because it was the Psycho Man blasts Ben in the back with like hit the fear ray, so he's seeing like a giant green monster attack him, even though it's not actually there. And
Yeah, he's
again,
just on the ball in fetal position. Both of them are.
yeah,
And how they lose. God, their ship's cool looking.
it
Um,
really freaking is.
yeah.
And I can notice the Giacoya inks on Ben specifically, but I think he does do a good job here. Like again, for this Psycho Man's flying machine, because that's all I can think to call it.
Yeah. But then we cut to to visit Panther Island. According to our radar, it's who's just put the Black Panther just bought this island. Um, and as he's going through the jungle, he is attacked by Medusa and Karnak.
This annual is mostly an excuse to get all the characters introduced like in the past year together. And I'm kind
Yeah,
of here for it. And actually it's the end of my epic outside of some not brand Eck. So it's like this is actually like a good season finale story.
I think it is. I think you're right. And I like how the annuals are big team ups. But watching this, I was like, why can't Karnak ever become an Avenger or something?
He would be cool. He would be really cool on the Avengers.
Yeah, I think he would be cool because he could be your Street Fighter, and that his karate power is cool. And I like that they all team up because
Yep.
once Black Panther sees Black Bolt, he knows who's going on. And I like how he changes his manicure. He creates a bridge across the water.
With the master of molecular energy, he merely created the water molecules before us to harden. Thus does he summon us, and now we must join him. And it's like I like the fact, like you said, Black Panther knows it's like, oh, this is another king I'm talking to. I finally have an equal that's not Doctor Doom.
Yeah, I like it. I do too. It's
Yeah.
great. Um,
And God, I love Black Bolt's design. I'm sorry, it's just so cool.
yeah, it is. All of the Inhumans are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got back to Ben found they're going to tell them why Sue fainted. She's having a baby.
Yep. And let's see, 9 issues ago, they had like just defeated Doctor Doom with the Silver Surfer's powers. So
Yeah.
there was some we're glad to be alive going on there.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so on the island, the henchmen say that, hey, they're intruders. But they're being told they're intruders, and we see them, and they head down to fight them. Just as Black Bolt opens the wall, and then the cowboy live wire. That's right, because he's got electro lariat. Um,
Uh I'm gonna solely guess this was Jack having something else in mind, maybe, and Stan's like live wire. That works. I'm like, I was gonna call him like the I don't know, the electric kid, something more westerny.
Yeah, I think that would have been better, but I do like the design.
It is. There was part of me going like, was this like a leftover design they couldn't fill a full issue with? So it's like, we'll just make him a henchman in the annual. That's fine.
It looks like the Two Gun Kid with a different style vest and stuff.
Yeah, it really does, doesn't it?
Well, I like that a bomb is coming at Black Panther and he spins around and lets the bad guy in the brown suit take it.
It
And then Karnat avoids all the lassos by jumping through him and then taking him off his feet.
Okay, this is just a really good fight scene for, like you said, both Black Panther and the Inhumans. Like everyone looks good in this fight. What does it say? Black Panther isn't taking the fall to make the Inhumans look better. It's like, no, this is an equal opportunity brawl here.
Yeah, it is. Psycho Man finishes it. I like, oh no, Black Bolt punches the last guy clean across the room. Um, and then the Psycho Pirate finishes building his machine and then starts. Um, at that moment, Lockjaw shows up with Triton, Ben, and Johnny, and then they all go to battle a big yellow monster.
Really cool design. I love the like. I got my. I wonder if like Jack ever played with like a lot of clay because that's the only way I can think like I could even come up with some of the
I mean, he
dimensionality
does. He
here.
just and it's like him and Ditko kind of are speak the same monster language.
Uh-huh. It really does help. And we kind of skip. I do, even if it's a white background again, I do like the shot of Black Bolt leading, Johnny, Ben, and the rest, to
It's
take on the
it's a
Psycho Man.
silver. Excuse me. It's like a Silver Age Justice League when
It
everybody's
really is.
walking without the childbearing hips. Because Mike Zakowski puts big hips and asses on everybody.
He sure did.
And they do. They're really thick. But I do like the monster, and I like see Karnak. He's so good in this. Wouldn't he be a great Avenger?
You don't have to convince me. I'm here for Karnak being an Avenger.
Yeah, he could be. I got another person to line it because Ken brought me. He picked up a binary figure. It was on clearance at the Walgreens near him. He got me a Quasar, but I already had it, so now he is a Quasar.
Quasar also. No, Quasar's got to have been an Avenger by now, right?
Yeah. Oh God, he's Avenger for a bunch.
Okay. Then
Oh yeah,
I'm
he
just.
was in when they tried to do Reed and Sue and Gilgamesh and Thor joined in when that kind of gave up very quickly.
Okay.
And then he just stuck around. But yeah, he came on. He was with the East Coast team for a little bit, short time, but after kind of the island sank and all that other stuff. I mean, it's kind of muddled in there because they were changing writers all the time, and some of it's better than you think, and some of it is worse than you think. But he was there. I like Quasar. I would love for them to reprint the rest of it, or just print it all in one volume.
I'm one issue away from a complete run.
The trade's only good about halfway in, don't they?
No idea.
Yeah, I think it's like the first 30 in the 2 volumes.
Yeah, it's only around 60. It's not that much.
I don't know. That's a little more than an omnibus, but do it, But they get him in, and Psycho Pirate's getting is it time for him to escape? No, he's he brought me through the air duct. Where is this? Okay, wait a minute. I missed something with Black Panther. Okay, yeah, he's about to jump out of the air duct, and then this alien
Wolverine-esque thing fights him.
I thought it was Blastar for a second.
So did I, honestly. It's like that would have been a good pull. They could have brought, just to have, one extra villain in there that from the past year. I think that would have been a really nice touch.
Yeah. I also like with next is we see Gorgon show up while Johnny and Medusa are fighting a green monster.
Again, really cool. I really like the spikes on the back with like the blasters coming out of his head, horns or whatever.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It is. And then what made him it's not possible he vanished like some monstrous massage. But he was real. We saw it, heard it, and yet do not understand what has happened. Because it's all the ray, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Psycho Man, throwing fear, doubt, he calls himself Psycho Man, but he only has three emotions here.
Yeah.
Just make him see all these different things, and hey, again, for like what is basically a big action story, it is a really good one. So I'm here for it.
Well, I know. I'm glad they don't just tell you it right off, and he doesn't really talk about it. But I like where he's at his. We get to see his origin, kind of. We get some nice sci-fi, and he's talking about that he's from a smaller universe, which I like. I do like it because then he's a villain in Micronauts. They run into him more
Okay,
than once.
I mean, Psycho Man looks like a good toy, so him being in
I've
a
seen some of the
Micronauts.
ones like the before the one the pri pre-Marvel Legends. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And there is a nice one. It is a
Okay.
really nice one. It's short. That would be a BAF. It should be like a BAF, but he was and I think it's a seven. He's a 7 inch, 6 inch figure.
Okay.
But it looks good. It looks good. It's thick because it really does lean into this weird shape he is. Um, and and he just ends up getting captured. I like this. It's great. And the stuff at Ben at the end. Why don't you read that last panel?
All right. There's a heck of a lot wrong with this nutty old planet, but it's ours just the same. And if anyone else tries to muscle in, no matter who, no matter how, we'll clobber 'em, or we'll go down trying.
Dump, bump, bump. I like that ending. I like an annual. When annuals were good, not all annuals are.
Now, and like season finale is the best way I can describe this one. Uh, and I would say let's go on with the next. This is a plot, and I will say I can't imagine anyone at DC at the same time do kind of taking the piss out of themselves like this one does.
Oh no, God, yeah, they really do. They they really do take the piss out of each other. I mean, I like this one because it's one. I'm not a big fan of not brand deck or even plopped or all that.
Yeah,
So
I,
it's so uneven. It's hard to read.
we get our first appearance of House Roy here.
Oh yeah, that's how. Look how young.
Yeah, were you like 18, dude? What are you doing?
No, he was a college graduate when he got
Okay,
hired.
fair enough,
He
fair
had worked
enough.
for Mort Weisinger for a while, and he went and had an interview with Stan. And Stan goes, "Okay, you don't want to work for him." He's an asshole kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think that's the point of the story. Is Mort was an asshole, but Mort and Julie were editors, man, hardcore editors. But I do like this. They take the piss out of each other. I mean,
And this is kind of before the Stan Lee, like the mustache and the
oh, before the
toupee.
toupees, yeah, the
Yeah,
wigs. Yeah, you ever see him when he was bald? He was bald, and then all of a sudden he started wearing wigs. But
yeah,
Jack, man, Jack looks great.
he really does. I like the bit where it's like he's like, okay, I'm gonna draw myself. I'm gonna throw like a that's one of the Asgardians. I can't think of it. It looks like one of in the
Loki
yeah.
or Sif. I think
I
it
think
looks like
Sif is
I think it's Sif,
yeah,
the woman.
yeah.
Looks like her headband. I don't know.
Then I'm
Um,
gonna draw myself as a Union general. All right. And again, I'm gonna draw myself like what, a good 2 feet shorter than Stan.
yeah,
All
I
good
don't.
stuff.
Stan was short, but and Stan was tall, but Jack was short. But I don't think it was that bad.
No, no,
They
that
were
like
definitely yeah. So I enjoyed this one. It was funny. I like you. It's a lot of silliness. So, but folks, we talked to me and Kirby were texting about should we do that not brand X, and I think we should, but we'll do them as a special episode.
yep.
Because they are. See, I think the ones you're saying are after this one we're in maybe I don't know because this is the first volume that I can remember without something outside of Avenger the FF at the end,
Gotcha.
whether it be a what if or something. So I'm not sure. So does yours have all the pinups?
Yes, and oh my God, do I love all of these pinups. Like
Yes, I do. Yeah,
even like the Gorgon one, and he's like my least favorite Inhuman, but his is really cool looking.
yeah. Carnax is great.
Yes.
Triton. Uh, stop smiling at people, Crystal. That's why you attract weirdos.
And she's got the crazy eyes. I'm sorry, the way it's drawn, she's got the crazy eyes.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about. Then we get to see Maximus the Mad,
Yep.
and then
Everyone
Galactus
else,
when he's still just like red and purple and skin tone.
yeah. I'm like, did you guys not look at how you finished up that drawing like by issue 50?
Please clean it up. Once they find the correct color scheme, it's great.
Oh yeah.
It's great. And I think what they're missing is green and purple do work together. And
Mm-hmm.
then we get a two-page panel with the Fantastic Four, which doesn't really work in the Omni because it's it's toward the front of the book.
Yeah.
Um,
But it
but
looks
it's
good.
still it does. And then we get a Silver Surfer story.
We
So
sure do.
do you have the pertinent data for this one?
I can pull it up in just 2 seconds.
We're gonna do that, and I'll do a synopsis for this one too, because this is
All right.
I
The
was like,
Peerless,
oh, this is a simple story, but it's worth talking about.
it really kind of is. Okay, the
It's clobbering time!
Ugh.
Peerless Power of the Silver Surfer, written by Stan, penciled by Jack, inked by Frank Giacoria, and letter Artie Simek. And it obviously it's part of the same issue, so all the same release date. And
Silver Surfer. In the first solo story for the character, the Silver Surfer grants a physical humanoid form to the malicious sentient computer Quasimodo out of compassion, only to be forced to turn the creature into a stone statue to end its destructive rampage.
It's clobbering time!
I think Giacoria actually does a really good job with the Surfer here.
I do
As
too.
we
I really think, and I really was looking who inked it. I don't think it's not Sinnott, but let me see. It's not Frank. What's his last
yeah,
name? The
it's
one
Frank
you hate?
Giacoria.
Jacob. Oh, it isn't? You don't like
Yeah.
it? I thought it was the one in the DC that did some Kurt Swan and piss you
Oh,
off.
the Frank Chiaramonte. Yeah, no, I
Oh,
can't. Yeah. If you ever need Superman to look really bland and uninteresting and stiff, you get Frank Giacoia.
yeah. Well, I've seen some.
Or not Frank Chiaramonte. Sorry, didn't mean to screw my
No, Frank
Franks up.
Giacola he's a little smooth. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And once you said that, one of those a comic he ink popped up and I went, oh my God, he does suck.
I,
But I think I'm falling in love with Kirby Surfer.
it,
You
it's
know,
the
because the Surfer, when I fell in love with the Surfer, it was Englehart and Marshall Rogers.
also a great surfer.
Oh, yeah. But I really like Jax. There's more of a chrome feel.
Yep.
And who's ever, so me, he's coloring it. I don't know who, before, prior to color credits, I think the pencilers may have done it.
I got nothing on the
Yeah, I
colorist.
wouldn't know. I mean, it's all code numbers anyway. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
just like household paint. And I think sometimes paint and other papers and stuff like that, they all share the same codes now. It's weird.
Yeah.
They track copyrighted colors. It's insane. But just like he looks more chrome-like because it's that because he's colored with white, a hint of silver, or is a silver blue mix?
Silver blue mix is kind of how I look at it. Yeah, and
Yeah, but don't you see what I mean? He's a lot like Steeljack.
yes,
But that's how you make shiny look shiny. If
exactly.
otherwise,
It's
sometimes he just comes off as white.
yeah.
So I really do, and I like Kirby's surfer face more than anybody else's.
It's got that nobleness to him that like has really helped the
Yeah.
character survive. I do like he's just flying amidst this flock of ducks, and all I could think of was surfer season fire.
Oh, no shit. Dumbass fuckers. But and this is angsty Silver Surfer. And I've last I read, he's not angsty anymore because I read that first Surfer Omni
He
in like a
mellows out
week.
dramatically.
Yeah, he's a whiny bitch sometimes, but it's great. He's noble. When John's drawing him, whenever he's having these laments, his chest is up and his head is looking to heaven like it's a 1930s movie and some guy's gonna come and kiss him. He's the damsel in distress. It's this weird pose he does him in. But Jax's, I mean, I just get this is full of Jack goodness
It
because
it
we get
really is.
Quasimodo.
I like the fact that they connected the two annuals together with Quasimodo.
Yeah, I do too. And that is this really a Silver Surfer story? Or is it a Quasimodo story?
It's a little of column A. I think it's a lot of them testing out. Hey, could Silver Surfer hold his own series?
Oh, definitely test driving that. This is
Yeah,
definitely a backdoor pilot. I think it works. I think it looks
it
fucking
looks
amazing.
phenomenal.
It does. And Giacomo's inks are perfect for it. That because it's dark and broody at certain spots. When we get like it goes fast too. This would take 22 issues nowadays.
It, page 5, where they, Giacoya and Kirby just do so well to like use the Kirby crackle to show, okay, here's how Quasimodo is changing into like this, into this grotesque form, and thus you shall suffer no longer. I'm changing, and God, I forgot how
It's a great
gross
fucking
Quasimodo.
It's the best panel
It
in this
is.
whole comic. And probably for the last 10 comics.
It's up there for sure.
I
Absolutely.
love that about Jack. This is what Image guys were doing, trying to do, though.
Yep.
I don't even know if they were doing it because it was Jack, the big one panels in every issue.
Yep. But again, it's we were talking of panel space. It's like Jack just wouldn't use it just to use it. He had intent behind it. I think at some point, definitely by the starting in the '90s and especially in the aughts, it's like, nope, we just gotta have a splash page on the first 3 pages of every issue, regardless if
Yeah,
it makes sense or not.
I know. It's insane, but that's just it's gorgeous. And the design of the walking Quasimodo, I would probably sin it would clean up the costume and make it, give it some some
Mhm.
extra weight to it other than he looks like he's in a onesie.
Yeah, like I'm also kind of surprised that he doesn't have like a real. He sort of has a hunchback, but I feel like with Sin, it might be a little more pronounced.
Yeah. But it's like, why does he have human hands? It should be more robotic bot. Or did Silver Surfer make him flesh and blood?
I think if they went one way or the other harder, where it's like I'm fine with his face just being all flesh, but yeah, I
Yeah.
would say give him like more clearly robotic hands and body part. Like put some rarely do I say put some more like weird lines on him. I think would
Well,
really help.
when you get to page 9 of it, you can see it from the back, and then right on the other, if yours is 10 is next to it. The belt has some more detail, the back has some more detail. There's a little more, but it's because they're just painting it a solid color.
Yeah, maybe if
Yeah.
they threw in like a red or something to help
This is
break it
where
up.
something for yeah, you add a little rose overlay or something, or
Hmm.
just add a little pink to that. It'll soften it and also give it texture.
Yes, I think
So
that's a really good call, and um, I, I think it's also a really good fight between the Surfer because again, Quasimodo, he's moving, Surfer, he's flying. It's not a static. We're just gonna throw punches at each other. I
yeah,
like the shot on page 10 where the Surfer is like basically throwing a huge trail beam of to try and knock Quasimodo out. And
yeah,
you're
damaging a building up on the 20th story, not really good there, Norin.
no,
The building's gonna fucking come down.
yep,
But I do like the Quasimodo is like I keep seeing the Quasimodo from the Disney movies.
yeah.
And if he broke out into song, I would fucking love it. That is a really problematic Disney movie now. I'd
Oh
watch it
my
anyway.
god.
It's like,
Especially if you actually ever read the book, which I kind of don't recommend. Now, granted, I'm just not a fan of Victor Hugo, but it's like, oh, Esmeralda is like 13, and the love interest, like that dude's like 43. It's like,
well,
ew.
see, that was what that was back then, man.
Yeah, I know,
It
but
is
it's
icky
like,
now. It's
yeah,
icky now. Some conservatives wanted to come back, you
yeah,
dirty fucking pedos.
yep.
But it is a great fight. I like that he swings. I like that he can hit. That's that bottom of 10. That's a very Sal Buscema panel, except in reverse.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it would look like. You're right.
Every once in a while, Sal would throw one in there, and you go, you little son of a bitch. I kind of look for it now. Um, so yeah, no, I like it. And the crowd stuff, this is some better. This is how many pages is this?
This is only a 12
12.
page story.
I think this is, I mean, because the fight goes on and then I forget what this is what Salvador, because he's fighting him, he's giving him a body, but he's not, he's still ugly. But I don't think, why does he have a concept of ugly?
I don't know. I mean, like, I guess, like, I get that that's what Quasimodo has been looking like, but it's like Surfer. It's like this is kind of where wish Stan went with Kirby's original origin, where it's like I was never like a human before. It's like I don't understand, and because this story, as much as I really do love it, it's like, oh man, Surfer, you did not learn anything from Doctor Doom here
Oh
just
no.
by creating this guy. And what is it? Quasimodo eventually like runs out of energy or whatever it is, and he's stuck as a statue on top of a clock tower.
Yeah, well, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to fucking Google where the next appearance is and read how they write that out. So
Yeah, that'll be a good read. And I'm sure I know. Let me rephrase. I know I've read more Quasimodo stories, so and he's a good villain to bring back because I think he shows up in Rom at one point.
yeah,
Which, if I'm Quasimodo and I'm seeing this other giant, shining silver guy, I'm running the other way.
no shit. I mean, it was it that dude. Oh fuck, man, that dude stuck me on top of a clock. No, I do. Well, I think it's one. That's a very good Silver Surfer story,
It
and it's a
is.
good Quasimodo. I like Quasimodo,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, he plays such a big part in the redoing of the Human Torch. You know, Stan was right or Roy was right to use to make keep the Human Torch become Vision, and I've thought about it. Was he? And my question is kind of like, was he thinking that's that there would only ever be one android like that? So it
Mm.
may take different forms over the years. But I'm that way with Quasimodo. Quasimodo's he gets a lot of that uh because he's all tied into that. Because that's.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you're right. I totally forgot, but you're right. He absolutely is. Yeah.
Yeah, he was working with Ultron.
Yeah. Oh, man, I might have to go. I don't have the time to go back and reread all those events, but I kind of want to.
Hey, oh shit, it's dude. I'm on the last. I haven't done it. uh, I've pulled it off the shelf. I'm about to finish Englehart,
Nice.
and then I go into which is really the hot spot for me is because really I started reading it every month, like with like the last arc before Giant Size 4. Like I didn't
Okay.
read the first half of that arc until years later, like 2 years later when I rounded up the English. I had to find the floppies. Um, but yeah, because that's just that last sweet spot. It's like the last 20 issues. Take out the two fill-ins right in the middle of the Serpent Crown part. Fuckers. They're terrible. And I'm gonna
They
leave them in
are.
spot, and they're gonna be terrible. And my luck, one will be in one batch and it'll be awful. They're terrible. I mean, they're really terrible. They're the next one they have is really good, and then they don't have one for a long time, a fill-in issue. But yeah, that whole the transformation of them, and it's that I like that they wanted it to be unique. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And I just I don't remember, but I hope Silver Surfer fights him again.
Yeah, like when you do the Google, let me know if he fights him again because I feel like that'd be a good rematch.
But I'd cover it. I would cover it. I think shit. I eventually want to do a breakdown on Englehart's Kang Kang saga.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
Picks
yeah.
up. Yeah, it just does the ones that are all tied into the giant sizes. So it would start. I could, I have to think about but it's about a year. It's about a year's worth of comics plus some giant size.
Yeah, no, I'm down to record that.
Because I'd like to do the circuit. I love the Serpent Crown. And I really want to do the Serpent Crown in 2-in-1.
Yeah. Wait, is that out in the epics yet, or is that coming up?
Oh, that's the one that's coming out in October, November,
Oh,
December. The
nice, nice, nice. So yeah.
Project Pegasus is in that one. I think it goes from 40 something to like 60, late 60 something.
Okay.
What do they get in there? 10, what do they get in there? 15
I think
issues?
I think the volume 3 of that hit 50, 51 somewhere in there.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. The cover of it is it's that one where Thunderous a burn covers Thunderous punched him. It's a Buscema punch. Except he's making this great cartoon scream face, like where the mouth does waves. I love it. Yeah, I bid on a 2-in-1 Omni, but my high bid was $35.
Yeah.
It sold for 45. That's not bad. But
No,
because
that's not bad at
was
all.
like, I'm just gonna have to find the Doc Savage issue.
You can find that for relatively cheap. It's not that bad.
Good. Because they don't claim it on any of the they don't they leave Doc Savage issue off of any of the ads or the back of the cover, but it's in there.
Hmm.
It's just I think they just didn't want it that way. If they reprint the book, they just take the issue out.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be, because they're not going to have to be able to do it. They had to get permission. So,
Yep.
but I'd like to cover those Avengers stuff, because it is so good. I'd like to and talk it through you who reads it through, I read it as it was coming out.
Yeah, and I read it for the first time in my early 30s just a
Yeah.
couple years ago. So,
Yeah. It holds up. I just read it recently. I mean, I'm still reading it now and it fucking holds up. It's one of the stories I've read the most. I've probably read that chunk of Avengers 20, 30 times. Because I just loved it when I turned on a roommate into some Marvel stuff. He was not happy with me. He's like, "Crap! Aren't you supposed to like just one?" Nope.
where have I
Gotta
heard this
like them
before?
all, huh?
Where have I heard that before?
Oh, yeah, I know. Jesus. All right. Well, that's it, folks. Next time we'll be doing what is coming up next. I can look on the back. I've got.
Uh, Outside
All
being issue 68 being the next issue, I'm not sure because this was the end of the epic. So,
right. Oh, it's thing goes crazy, fights him again. I think we're getting, oh my God, I don't know what this is. I think it's leading into another Silver Surfer Galactus arc.
okay, so let's see. Wait, Kirby, yeah, none of the covers are really kickstarting
Yeah.
my brain here, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm thumbing
So,
through the pages to see if I get what arc is this? What would I call it? So this android shows up, the
uh,
killer android.
okay, it looks like Mad
It's a
Thinker.
thinker story.
Okay, all right.
Ben's in the trench coat.
I'll take it.
All right. So yeah, this green alien robot android is fighting him,
Oh no, it's not gonna be next time. It's gonna be the episode after that with my absolute one of my absolute favorite Marvel covers of all time.
which is what?
72. It's
I'm
Silver
looking at
Surfer.
it. Yeah, I know. Jesus Christ. That'd be a great poster.
There's no way that won't. We'll save it for that episode, and you know
Damn, that's a fucking and that's Synod on it.
that's in it.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is getting good. I love this era. I'm
Yep.
really, folks, I cannot tell you how much I'm loving rereading this stuff. It does hold up. It's, I feel like, I'm in I'm saying, I've been a comic reader for 55 years. I should have read some of this shit earlier. I just thought I had done it I learned it through osmosis.
I get it. I get that.
Huey would just jabber on about an arc and I'd be okay. Because this
That
is he loves this shit. He loves this shit. It's Jack. I mean, he thinks he hates Stan. He's like, yeah, calm down, dude. But I wish I had read more of it because I'm really enjoying it. But there was a couple, we had complimented them a couple of episodes back about, they're not doing the chauvin, they're doing less of the chauvinism, the apron crap, and it was like, oh, it's in here twice. This, never mind.
yeah.
Oh, Stan, yeah, I bet your wife and your daughter never read your stuff because. And what's
Oh
sad
yeah.
is because Stan created some very strong-willed women. I think he writes women later. I think but I think women written in comics is back then was real bad. I think they don't really I notice it in like when Stern doing Avengers and all of a sudden people are taking these female characters that never thought anybody should, what they'd never be any, and they're all leaders.
Yeah.
Dream Girl,
Was.
Invisible Girl, Captain Marvel.
Yep.
And I think that was guys in this business going,
Oh,
we
we've
got to
screwed
show
up.
more women.
Yeah.
We need to, because I mean, it was comic shops were could be very, very creepy. I went into some and went, Jesus, that's you. I can't be in here. You're so fucking skeezy.
Yep.
Um, have you ever, going to weird?
Oh, I've
It
been in
just,
some weirdo ones.
yeah.
And
Sometimes
I've
that
walked out and I've walked out. I'm like, nope, sorry guys. I usually try to support local business. Not you.
you might, yeah, yeah. I remember a guy trying to some comic shop guy. I told people at work, I did the comic shop guy talking about comic book stores and how creepy they were. And they were laughing. I said, no, that's not a parody.
No.
That's fuck, man. There was
I
Dave from Dave's Comics. He was you're too young for that. He was a comic shop down here who had an ad in comics in the 70s and 80s and into the 90s. And he buy and sell, and people would go into his store, and he just was the biggest gatekeeping prick.
ugh.
I mean, he was, but he was. I knew who he was from reading letter pages.
Mm.
He got fucking shit on, and especially in like just when people would talk about him in early online chatting stuff. But he was known around the country for being a piece of shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
He was so it's like, wow, dude, how do you do this? This is like, 10th year into direct sales. The worst thing ever happened to comic books.
Yep. No argument.
Um, all right, recommendations. I'll let you go first because I can't
Uh,
remember which I had one and I got to remember what it was.
Okay, so this is one I just watched last night. It's a brand new Sam Raimi movie called Send Help. Stars Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien. The short version is okay. So it's one of those movies where it starts out like you can try and make Rachel McAdams look as mousy and unattractive as possible. It's still Rachel McAdams. So short version is, you know, he's a the nepo baby who got the VP position, passed her over for a promotion that she should have gotten. They're on the plane together. Three of his like colleague buddies they die in the plane crash. She has to take care of him, and because he has a busted leg on a deserted island, and it goes to some. It's a properly appropriate Sam Raimi kind of horror comedy. It works really well. It's like they do a scene where I'm like, oh, go there, go there. Okay, that's a fake out, but that was a really good fake out. It, it, I don't want to spoil too much. I will just say, go out. I think it's on Disney, Hulu, whatever you want to call it. It's like hour and a half, 2 hours. It is worth your watch. I had some good laughs and some good oh, you're gonna do this. Good. I'm
I
down.
may have to watch it. I'm a wimp when it comes to horror movies
It's not that scary. It's like
psychodrama ones. It's just sometimes they wig me out.
it's a little like it's a little more daylight misery type thing. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's the like most mild form of thriller because again, there was a lot of Sam Raimi comedy mixed into it
Well,
as
he knows
well.
that you have to have a it's like Shakespeare had comedy in all of his plays because
Yep.
about midway through, man, you're doing something heavy. You got to cleanse the palate. Um, so
Oh,
so God, I want to watch it. I love her. I don't know the guy. I don't know.
he was on that Teen Wolf show that I've never seen.
Leslie used to watch it. I would just sit in the room and watch, not pay any attention to plot. I would ask her what's going on and just be going like, "Wow, this is like bad supernatural." And I like all supernatural, even the back end, which is up and down, but because it had a lot of comedy in it. Uh, they took the piss out of it, but sometimes, yeah, I'll have to think about seeing it. I'll watch it with Leslie because
Yeah, there you go.
she'll like it, and then I'll just be a little freaked out. That's all.
Yeah.
um, oh, I want to recommend a movie too, but it's an older movie. I don't know. It's probably everybody else probably hates it, but it's um Battle of Los Angeles. I think that's what it's called. Shit. Now with the actor oh my God, hold on a second. But it's about aliens attack and it's about a group of Marines. These aliens land on Earth around water sources on coastal cities and attack. And these Marines have to go and fight the aliens or go to get people out, get them beyond they, fall back. Is get as many civilians out. And they go in to do it. And there's all this fighting. And it's just so good. It's basically a war movie, a straight up war movie. But instead of Germans or whatever, somebody that the government is trying to think as of an enemy, because you have to have an enemy. Oh my God. Yeah, it's called The Battle of Los Angeles. And Thomas Jane, Michelle Rodriguez are in it. A lot of people you would recognize playing the Marines there. And it's not hoorah. It treats soldiers the way it treats soldiers. They're just in a weirder environment.
Right.
There's no that Thomas Jane's the big star of it helps it because he doesn't have to. It's not a Bruce Willis. You know what I mean? Because when you hire Bruce Willis, you want Bruce Willis, and he's good at that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's kind of like why Robert Duvall in Impact, those astronauts. You know what I mean? Because you believe they were astronauts. And I think that's what this one does. And being around Marines as a kid, but it was treated that. And this guy he was on a mission and he lost his men, and these guys all knew one of them. He was the brother of one of the guys he's retiring. He's done. But his last day, the aliens invade and he gets assigned to a platoon. And it's really good. And there's emotional context. They meet some Michael Pena's in it as a dad who they find in a deserted police station, and he's fucking terrific in it. I mean, they give him shit to do. The kids are actually good. I mean, it's really spot on. I loved it, and I have watched it. That has to be I'll say 15th time. Because it's like, to me, it's like I could it or Tombstone.
Right.
That kind of movie I think it's way better than anybody thought. I think I watched it just to see for shits and giggles one time. I went, why did this do badly? This is really entertaining. It's action, you cheer, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And it has a couple moments, but I like it when they show that war fucks up people.
Mm-hmm.
And they get fucked up. And they all have issues, and if they're in a combat situation, the highs and lows from manic to thing, it shows you that throughout the mission. It's like, oh crap, we've lost it. Oh, we've gotten out of, you feel it. It's not just everything's easy and blah, blah, blah. It's not the first 20 minutes of Save It Private Ryan, but it was made after it. And I think a lot of that, the way they shot it comes from that. I don't know where they shot it because it was a fucked up place. I mean, they must have found a building that was coming down or paid I don't know. It really looked like they were in it. You buy it. They do really good. The set dressing is amazing because I was like, where are you filming this? Where is all this fucked up shit? This is it. It was weird. I loved it. I watched it again last night. I felt like Coach, I'm coming down off a cold, but yesterday was bad. Sleep all day and then be achy and shitty, and I'll stay up until 1 a.m. watching movies because I got a head cold. But I don't watch it again. It's great. It's awesome. I'm also watching a lot of Tubi, so I'm finding some forgotten gems, I feel.
A few nights ago, I did watch that old Henry movie you recommended. I really enjoyed it.
And he's so fucking good.
He is.
Because when he tells them it's best you leave.
Yep.
And they pull their weapons, and he is flawless like a dancer. He pulls the gun, and he's got his other hand out there to keep himself balanced.
Mm-hmm.
I love him as an actor. That's probably one of my favorite roles. That in The Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
Yep, that's a good one.
Oh my God, man. I was trying to explain that to Ken about, you see him shoot Clancy Brown. But
Uh,
also think, oh, folks, I'm gonna get right. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, the Coen Brother movie. It is 4 stories,
yeah, it's an anthology. I can't
an
remember how many.
anthology, and one is uh
Buster
way,
Scruggs. There's one with the kid with cousin Dudley from Harry Potter as like a quadriplegic.
oh, I
Uh,
forgot about it. That one's fucking weird.
that's a weird one. It's that one also has uh Leslie Nielsen, not Leslie, Liam Neeson. God damn.
Liam Neeson. Oh yeah, I forgot, man. Oh, they hate each other. The two
Yeah.
guys in the fucking they hate each other, and it's really uncomfortable, but very intriguing. It's yeah. I thought Tom Waits should have gotten an Oscar nomination for
Yeah.
The
See,
Prospector.
yeah, okay, the prospector. There's the one with the woman who gets killed by an Indian raid, and then there's the one with the stagecoach at the very end with like them going to death. Or so I think it's five.
Yeah, and was it what is it? It's the non-creepy Franco brother is in the one.
Right.
They try to rob the
Yes.
bank out in the middle of nowhere.
So six. I think six.
Yeah, so
Then
but you remember it's the guy from the off from
Office Space.
Office Space, and I've got a red line
Stephen Root.
steak. Stephen Root. Stephen Root's shooting him, and he's got all the pots and pans on him, and he doesn't give a fuck, man. The guy's shooting at him. He goes, "Fuck it, big pan." He said, "What does he say?" I think he starts yelling what pan he's hitting or something. It's really weird. And the hanging
Yeah,
when
that's a good one.
when the Indian wants to talk, say about to give white people 2 cents, and they put the bag over his head. It's fucked up. And the kid from the Twilight movies who does he's a really good comedian.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He's the dude. I've never been hugged. He was on a show with Greg Davies in England, and they became buddies.
yeah. Okay.
It's really funny, man. They have him. Greg Davies. It beats. They just are like brothers. They're so fun because of the way they chat. It's very funny. But I love that. That is a great. It's one of my favorite Coen Brother movies. I
It's a
thought it
good
was going to
one.
be silly, but man, everything was different and it was funny and it was violent and it was it was a neat way to do a Western. Is that before they did um True Grit?
No, no, True Grit was like two. That was like no. There's like True Grit. I want to say it was like oh 08, oh 09.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah,
True
that's
Grit.
a
I'm
fun.
sorry, was 10. So yeah. So it was like 8 years later. So okay.
Well, all right, two Westerns. I love their version of True Grit. It's as
I
good.
think
It
I like it a lot.
I love the original.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's that they both use the language of the book but more so in the Cohen ones. But some of the lines are straight. They're the same when he asks Ned Peppers, "You going to surrender?" And he goes, "No." Well, and he goes, "Well, prepare to die, you son of a bit, you sons of bitches." And he puts the reins in and does that stunt. I
Uh,
love it.
they did the same thing with No Country for Old Men, which is like they cut out like one scene from the book, but other than that, is like word for word.
Why would you like a book because of its dialogue?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to have them speak in the right. You have to keep it in it because one in True Grit and like it's like watching Deadwood. The,
Mm-hmm.
both the author of that knew that they talked in a different way. Because they learned to talk by based on how they what they read. Oh, this is the way you're supposed to say it, and everything was a little bit more wordy,
Mm-hmm.
but language had developed, and it's cool. And both of those movies are so perfectly cast.
Big time.
It's yeah, I mean, it's like Wayne Bridges. Yeah, I mean, fuck Damon. Matt Damon is
He's
really
good in
fucking
that
good at
movie.
he's terrible with accents.
Oh
He's
God, yeah.
really fucking bad at it. Someone asked, is it everybody speaking an American accent for is
The Odyssey that's coming up. I've heard.
that Matt Damon can't you do an English accent, so we all have to just do a generic accent? I always think you God. I tried to watch The Wall.
Uh-huh.
Don't do it.
Oh God, that movie. Sorry, that I just remember
Ah,
when you're
dude,
talking about
I
it.
was like going, how bad? I mean, it's bad. It's getting worse. How bad is? Whoa! And his fucking accent is fucking atrocious. It's I don't know what he's trying to be. I don't is it English or is it fucking robot?
I'll say this: if the Odyssey, everyone had like deep South Boston accents, I'll see it opening day.
Well, I like that. I like when an actor when they're doing something like in the Death of Stalin, that
Hmm.
Jason Isaacs picked a northern English accent for the general, because he's like, we're all talking in our own accent, you know what I mean? But I'm going to use a northern accent. So, and be a little, because that's where he's from,
Right.
and it's like, man, he's not from Manchester, maybe Manchester accent for all I know. I think it's more Yorkshire or something like that because it's pretty thick and he's fucking amazing in that movie. Um, Another one I would recommend. But we just could go at Kirby, do you want to? I mean, you've been on tell the folks about some of the podcasts you've been on because you haven't
Oh,
done that yet.
okay.
And you've
Yep.
been,
So, just a couple nights ago, I recorded a new episode of Magazines and Monsters with Billy, where we're covering Creepy issue number 56. We're talking a lot of Doug Mensch, where I finally learned how to pronounce his name correctly because I've been saying Munch for
Mensch,
about I've been saying Munch for about 20 years at this
Mensch.
point.
I have too. I've
Um,
been doing both, I think. But go ahead. It's a hard one to phonetically guess.
Yep. Also, I've been, a new episode I did of Trade School over on the Certain POV network where I covered Criminal Volume 6, The Last of the Innocent, which is just a nakedly transparent Archie parody. Um, I, Go listen to the episode I do, it'll make a lot more sense. And I'm like, and when I say nakedly transparent, it's like it was just easier for me in my brain was I was typing up my notes just to say Archie does this, Jughead does that. And then of course, we were just both on the uh Long
Long
Live the
live
Legion
Legion.
podcast, where we were talking Invisible Kid. I think both of us had a really good time, and
Yeah.
hey, please, feel free to bring us back either as a pair or individually. I'd
Mhm.
really like to be on Bouncing Boy and Wildfire. Um,
They're not, Jim and Jay would not. They would not have. They would definitely. They're going to have you for Wildfire. I think they know that you would be hurt.
yeah,
um, They
but
ever want
yeah,
to do
well, what about you? Have there
block?
been? Yep.
I
Ooh,
want.
Block's
I
a good
want
one
guys. If
too.
you're listening, when you do block, please let me.
And that's without me trying to be greedy, because I could list like my top five Legionnaires, and it's like, please, 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 but I won't do that. I won't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Just my
I
top
am.
two.
Top two. All right, folks. Hey, thank you for listening. As always, please be smart, be safe, please be kind to one another, and read some comics. Read some Fantastic Four.